And on that note, hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm that cool black girl, and I'm really happy to have you here. I have my first guest. This is my sister. Her name, should I say her name? Do you want to say her name or do you want her nickname? We didn't talk about this before.
Oh crap. My Insta name is fine. Carpe Diem Girl.
Okay. Oh, this. Okay, so we have Carpe Diem Girl here.
Yeah.
Okay, I will link her Instagram below in the description box. As always, in my things, you guys need to stay hydrated. Although coffee does not hydrate, but we both have a latte. I'm the only one with ice cubes because she did ask me on time. So, grab something delicious to drink and let's get talking. Today we are talking about friendship, loneliness, mostly friendship, but we're probably going to talk about loneliness a little bit. And to start this off, I would like to talk about, I have my notebook also, as always. To start this off, I want to talk about Aristotle's point of view on friendship. And because he has an interesting theory or explanation, and he points out that there's 3 different bases of friendship. So we're going to talk about that first. Afterwards, we're going to talk about a TED talk we both watched. Well, I watched it and I made my sister watch, called Frientimacy, the 3 requirements of... I am so well prepared. The 3 requirements of all healthy friendships by Shasta Nelson. Jesus Christ. Yeah, and in between you're gonna hear stories of our experiences, and yeah, let's get to it. But before we get to it, you know the drill. Please leave me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. Feel free to watch all the other videos before you subscribe, but at the end of the day, I would be super happy if you subscribe. Okay, let's start. Since I begin, what are your thoughts on friendship? What do you think about friendship?
Okay, I think friendship is really great. Like, I don't know, like when you make friends, they're like a second family, because it's like your chosen family, because the family you're born with, it's like you don't really choose them. And so like, I love you.
I was gonna say, so what do you mean?
But like friends, you can like talk about everything with them, and they also have automatically, like my friends at least, how do you say Gemeinsamkeit in English?
Common.
Yeah,
like
you have like common interests, and that's really, really important to me. And I love friendship. Like friendship is actually just a little less important than family to me. Like there's family, and then friendship, and then romances.
That makes sense. Would you consider us friends?
Yeah.
We're sisters. By the way, I'm the older sister. Just putting it out there, because
everyone thinks that I am older.
Everyone thinks all my siblings are older, and I'm literally the oldest sibling. But fine. So we're sisters first and foremost. I think we're 3, 4, 5 years. I don't even know how many years difference. Your brother, you will turn 22, right?
Yeah.
So we have 5 years of difference. Yeah, 5 years of difference. So yeah. But I also consider you to be a friend at this point. I mean, sisters is like that's how we met, basically. I have literally no recollection of meeting you for the first time. Like, I should remember, but I do not.
Me neither. But I
was probably happy, because I was always happy every time I got a sibling, but I can't remember, like... I do remember taking care of you a lot, but
really?
That's about it. Yeah. Yeah, I was 5, so I could do things. I could like hold you and give you the bottle when you got the bottle. I could change your nappies under supervision, obviously, and so, yeah. Okay. Friendship. Friendships have also always been important to me. I used to be more shy, so it was, I think, more difficult when I was a kid to make friends, but now it's gotten difficult, but it's because I've gotten older, and as everybody knows, the older you get, the more difficult it gets to meet new people, and so, yeah. But I have a good group of friends. Shout out to all my friends who will be watching this video. I love you guys very much. So I have a satisfying group of friends and different groups of friends. So yeah, of course, super important. I have the same ranking. Although romances don't count in my logic, because you've got like family, and part of family is your partner or the person you decide to be with for a while, if you're into that kind of stuff. Or your partners if you are in polyamory and whatnot. And then comes friends, indeed, and other romances. If you've not met my friends or my family, you literally are nobody in my life. So sorry for the rudeness of this, but literally that's why romances don't count. Because if you had not even met a sister of mine, or even a brother of mine, or just the toughest thing, my dad, we're going nowhere, basically. Okay. I got a few questions. Okay. First question. Girl or woman-man friendships. Do you believe in this? Because this is like a hot topic. People are literally fighting over this. Like, do you think it is possible for a man or a woman to be friends without having prior feelings for each other, not romantic, I mean, and without one or the other getting feeling attraction or getting romantic feelings at any point in the relationship?
I actually thought about it for some time. At the beginning, I thought it's kind of at the beginning, when I used to go to school, I didn't have so many male friends. I had a few, but not so many as now. And I used to think sometimes some of them might have a crush on me.
Did you ask them afterwards?
Never. I don't want to put them in that situation. And so I wasn't really sure if it's possible for male and female friendships, because there's also always some kind of tension between us. It didn't always come from both sides, but but now I have more male friends, also through my hobbies, skating, and through other friends. And I think it's possible because I have some guy friends and we definitely don't have feelings for each other. And it can also
not romantic feelings. I hope you
do.
Friendly feelings towards each other, because no feelings sure. And it's no friendship.
Yeah, I think it's really great to have male friends, because then you can understand male a little more. And on top of that, I only have male friends because I have 2 little brothers. So yeah, I think it's possible.
Used to be very annoying. Better. Shout out if you see the video, bros.
I think it's a little more difficult to have male friends without romantic feelings, but it is makeable.
Okay, that's interesting. I find that debate absolutely hilarious, because growing up I have always, and even now, I have more male friends than I have female friends. Yes, to this day. I have had always 0 problems getting friendly with guys and dudes for the longest time. And I have, on the contrary, found it extremely difficult to first make female friendships and especially make them last. That has been constant in my life. Till now, I've gotten better at this, it seems, but I mean, yeah, I don't want to put myself up for debate. I see my friends watching it and being So
for me, it's the exact opposite. It was always easy to me to make friends with female people. With guys, I also used to be shy as a kid, and guys was I wouldn't even talk to them. When I was really small, then it got better throughout the years, but now it's possible. It's easy. I can talk to anybody, but it's way easier to make female friendships, I think, for me at least, because I don't know, I just have lots of Gemeinsamkeiten again.
Common interest.
Yeah, common interest, but it's not really common interest, but
they're relatable. Are you more relatability?
Yeah, right.
Women are relatable.
Yeah, women are way more relatable than men to me, most of the time.
I think my issue with this is that I always find women to be just so much better than me, and so obviously I'm I can't talk to her, I'm not as cool as her, I'm not as pretty as her, I'm not as stylish as her, so obviously that was difficult. Whereas guys, where's the comparison? There isn't. So that was easier for me. And generally, I became friends with the people in my life who identify as women, probably based on the fact that I admired them from afar for such a long time, and then I did the awkward, hey,
You're
wanna
so
hang.
cool.
Yeah, you're so. I think half of my friends, also from this past, when I was younger, I used to do that so much. Like I have 2 friends in brain. Like I admired them for probably half a year before daring to talk to them, really. And often it would be something awkward, like, you're so cool. Your style is so cool. I love the way you dress. It's like so perfect.
But that's also what I'm saying, like female friendships are so easy. You can start it with a compliment because like, I don't know, I just throw out compliments to everybody. Because like when
shout outs to women who compliment other women without knowing each other, you make every woman's day just 1,000 times better. Like being in public and another woman going, oh my god, I love your dress, and I'm like, oh, thank you. Or then be like, you're so beautiful. And I'm like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
It's not the same when men do that.
Yeah,
I like
that's
to
the problem. You know, like if I come up to a female person and say like, oh my god, you're so pretty and stuff, like she will be really happy and like she won't think like there's some kind of like I have some kind of idea in mind.
But even if we have, I feel like we women are less insistent. Like
yeah,
we're gonna like go slow and like test the vibe. Does the person even feel like talking because I caught her in a moment? Like does she feel like talking to me, or is she like busy? Like we're not gonna be like insistent. Even if you have an idea behind it, if you would like to talk more to the person, you're like gonna be respectful generally.
Yeah. And like when a compliment comes from a guy, it's like
what do you want?
Yeah,
what do you want?
What you want? Like I really want to like take up the compliment. Like thanks, it's really nice of you, but like it's.
But they also always come up with something after it. It's not like oh my god, the dress that you was like so where, and they're like where do you live? No. Now that's what we're not.
And yeah, there's also the problem with male and female friendships because like at the beginning when I meet, oh shit. I fell down when I was skating and like I have a problem with my thumb and I cannot only bend it up to here and like I keep on hitting my thumb.
So I don't find
yeah, like when I meet male men for the first time, like I wouldn't say everything that I would say to a female person. Because for example, a compliment, like if I find that his style is cool, I don't know how it will be understood. Like is it like it's just a compliment, or does the men understand it another way? And I don't want to get into that situation. That's why I don't say everything that I would say to
do, but I've only started thinking about the component of I hope he doesn't misunderstand this since being in a committed relationship. Before that, I just no filter said anything and everything I thought, compliments and also non-compliments. And I guess that's also why I have genuine male friends, because like that.
Oh, maybe I should do that.
But yeah, to be fair, since being in a committed relationship, that part I do censure myself, but which also means clearly that I have made 0 male friendships since being in a committed relationship, because it's just too damn hard because of what you said. It's just too annoying.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna cut this part short because I want a part to move to point 2, or actually point 1, however you want to see it. And we're gonna talk about Aristotle, I don't even know how to say Aristotle. Is that even an essence?
Yeah.
Okay, on friendship, like I'm gonna link in the description box a super nice video which I watched, which explained it a bit more in depth because I don't want to go into in-depth stuff. Basically, Aristotle describes 3 different ways people become friends.
Maybe you should also explain how Aristotle is.
I don't know. Can you explain that?
He's just a Greek philosopher and he's like really famous.
Yeah. A very famous Greek philosopher.
Yeah.
He went to the school of Plato. Those who know, those who dabble into that, you should know. It was part of, at least my French curriculum. Was it part of the German curriculum?
No, I actually know about, like, I didn't have philosophy at school, that's the thing.
Oh, okay, maybe. So if you did philosophy, if you took any form of philosophy class, you have heard about Aristotle, because you cannot do any type of philosophy without talking about him. So.
Yeah, and Aristotle also, his main researches, like lots of his researches were about friendship and love. Exactly.
So jumping off of that, he coins 2 main ways of becoming friends. And the first one is he calls accidental friendship, and there he divides it in 2 forms. So there's friendship of utility and friendship based on pleasure. Friendship of utility is, for example, when you work somewhere and you befriend somebody because you work there, but if you stop working there, you might not be friends anymore, or business partners. He also, in the video it's explained better, but he also says that this kind of friendship happens a lot for like older people, like work situation, business partners, this type of relationships. And the friendship based on pleasure, he says it happens more in the younger years, in the youth. It's like school friends, college friends, where you meet because, you become friends because of common interests, music, whatever what it is, hobbies. But when one or both people evolve, you will fall out of friendship because you are very different people. And then the last friendship form he says, which he probably highlights as the best form, is the friendship of good, based on mutual appreciation of virtues that the other admires. So I will say that that's also my preferred form of friendship. So it's you genuinely like a person friendship. Like you like what they stand for, you respect them, and that's why you are friends. Not because you can get anything out of them, not because you have so many common interests. So you might not have any common interests, but they are just genuinely nice people, so you're friends with them. So yeah, let's talk about friendship or utility, because I have to say, although I get that it's not maybe the ideal friendship style if it stays like that, I feel like for me that's how I've met a lot of my friends in the later years, because I work a lot. So a lot of my friends, I met them at work, and from there we developed a friendship of good, simply because I feel like work ethics is something important to me. So if you have a good work ethic, if you're generally in a work situation, you can see how people treat other people. And I feel that based on that's how I picked my friends. So I go like, oh, they're hardworking, but they're also gracious, and they're patient, and they're empathetic, they're sympathetic. So I like that person, and that's how the friendship developed. But we didn't meet at work, and at first it was just maybe a utility-based friendship.
I also know that kind of friendship, like from track and field actually, because track and field, it's kind of work.
Oh, there's a lot of work.
And lots of people there, lots of people there that I wouldn't talk to in real life maybe, or I wouldn't be interested in, but because we had to work together, because we had to work together, like a certain kind of friendship group. But it's really weird with utility friendships, because before I used to know it, but sometimes you can be friends with a person at work, for example, but after you stop that work, the friendship doesn't really continue because you don't really have that common ground anymore. Yeah. But now I've gotten better at detecting situations like that, and sometimes like you can only be friends at work. So it's kind of sad, but it's how it is.
It's what it is. Yeah. Friendship based on pleasure also has happened to me, that it's like, oh, we listen to the same music, so we're gonna be friends for a while, but then if that was the only thing that made you friends, will like kind of fizzle out. Or also I can feel like, oh, we used to train together, it was so much fun, but then we stopped training and suddenly we had literally zero. Like the one friendship I think about the most, we literally had zero. That's never happened to me outside of that friendship, which is a non-friendship at this point, but we literally had zero common interest. Like that was the most shocking thing to discover. Like any suggestion I make, she'd counter with a nah, not really, it's not my thing. And every suggestion you would make, I would be like, not really, it's not my thing. And at some point I was like, girl, we can't be friends anymore.
Do you really say that?
I had to text her like, I don't think we can do this anymore. I literally, this is what I want to ask you about. Have you ever broken up with a friend?
No.
No.
I just like leave it in that
also you ghost them.
Not really, but like most of the time I think it's kind of mutual, or like I make it
so it like fizzles out.
Like fizzles out, or like I don't know, just have like other friends that I would rather meet up with.
Yeah. And I have been broken up with friendship wise, and I have broken up with people friendship wise, which is
hard.
It's sad. But I have to say, in my opinion, it's nicer when somebody, even in friendship, breaks up with you, like clearly tells you, I don't want to be friends with you anymore, than letting you hang.
Yeah, that's true.
And you be sending them messages and trying to get in contact with them, and they just keep on like shutting you down, but you don't know why. I'd rather somebody be like, nah, you ain't it for me.
Yeah, that's true, that's for sure. Yeah, actually, like if someone would continue sending me messages and I really don't want to meet up with the person, I would probably tell the person off. But like most of the time, like they also like those friendships or those friends, they also like have in another time of other friends or stuff to do, and like they don't text all the time. And like I still kind of meet up with them sometimes, but it doesn't have to be a daily basis. On a daily basis.
Let us know in the comments, what are your friendships like? Where do you meet your friends? That's something that I'm always curious about. Where do you meet your friends? Do you have this type of friendships based on utility, based on pleasure? What about breaking up with friends? Have you ever broken up with a friend, or has a friend ever broken up with you? Well, I want to know, am I the only one? Because here I'm the only one, clearly. But I'm also older by 5 years, so we can talk about this again in 5 years. Maybe by then you'll be like, oh,
I hope not.
It doesn't have to be that bad. Like sometimes you just.
Yeah, I know it always goes wrong when I kind of break up something. Like I don't know what is up. Like it was more romantically for me. Like I don't know what is up with all that, but people always take it kind of the wrong way. So I'm like,
yeah, but that's on them, not on you.
Yeah, that's true.
It's literally.
Yeah.
That's on them. Have you ever been in a toxic friendship? Or have you been the toxic friend? Because I have been the toxic friend once, at least.
You?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I think everybody at some point in their life will be, if not a toxic person in general in somebody's life, will be displaying toxic behavior. Simply because we are all flawed human beings. We have all our trauma and our baggage, and we just bring it in every relationship with us. And some friends, some people we meet will bring out certain will triggers, and we will at some point display toxicity. I think the younger I was, the more I was that, because I had a lot of stuff. I still have a lot of stuff, but growing up, maturing, thinking about it has gotten better. But like my last most meaningful relationship, the first most meaningful relationship I was in, that was both romantic and platonic. So first platonic and then romantic, or it got like not so clear, blurry. Let's call it. It got blurry. I feel like I was just actually a terrible friend. Like when after the breakup, which I initiated, I broke up with the person. I think like the first year and a half afterwards, it was all they did this and they did it and it was so terrible and they left me and they broke my heart and they did that. And like the years afterwards, they were like, yeah, but you didn't, but I didn't do this and I was not there that one and I didn't do that and I didn't do that. And then I was like, oh shit, I wasn't that perfect either. So sometimes in life situations you're just gonna be both, I feel.
Yeah, I don't know, like for me, I always put myself in question, so I don't think, like till now, I don't think I was ever a toxic friend. But I can remember like 2 toxic friendships. It was one in the 5th or 6th grade. Like I was really, really good friends with actually 3 of them. Like first it started in the middle grade. Is it Grundschule?
Middle school? No,
yeah, middle school. Primary school. Okay, primary school, like I was friends with one girl first, and then she was friends with another one, and we had that 3 constellation friendship, and that's the worst.
That's a hard one.
Yeah, I hate it.
I am in one right now, and it's also like 2
really
women, and it's actually going pretty well.
Okay, I thought, yeah, okay.
But I think it's because, it's a theory, I think it's because the two are very long year friends. Like they've been friends since I think like primary school at least, and they have never not been friends. And then I met one of them at university. You're probably gonna recognize yourself. I'm not telling our business, just like the way the dynamic works. And we became friends slowly, very slowly. And then you introduced me to the other person. And that took even longer to get like to a friendship level. Like we are just now at the level where I feel that I could hang out with the other friend without, for example, irking you, the one friend, the common friend, let's go it this way. But I don't know, I think maturity also plays a role, because yes, I have in the past been parts of triangular friendships. It's the worst sometimes. As a kid, it's the worst. There's always someone who feels left out. Always. It's like so sad.
I think so.
By the way, you know what? Talk about three. Sorry, nothing to do with things. Chrissy Teigen is pregnant again.
Why are you talking about 3?
She's got 2 babies already. They're gonna be 2 kids. But I don't know. I just saw like a video on Instagram. They're like, Luna's so cute.
Yeah, I think a triangle friendship when you're a kid like is one of the worst ideas, because as a kid you are anyway really susceptible, like not susceptible, but
naive.
Not naive.
Vulnerable?
Vulnerable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, really vulnerable and insecure, and like there's always someone feeling left out, and like it's also just hard.
I feel like a lot of kids, or I would say most kids, we don't know how to communicate shit.
Yeah, that's true.
So we're like, you never do this with me, and you never do this.
Yeah.
So we're not like, when you do this and this, I feel left out, which would be the better way of saying it to actually get a better result.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then there was one actually, like, it's not too long ago. It was when I was in high school, and a friend who like she kept on hanging out with like other people, and I don't know how to explain it without.
Do I know her?
Yeah, you probably know her.
And that's the problem when you do things with your sisters, like they know everybody, like.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything more because I don't want no one to feel recognized or attacked or anything, because like it's just.
Yeah, because I'm gonna make her send this video to all her friends, so.
Well,
I need publicity.
Like she had other friends and she kept on hanging out with other friends, and I felt really disconnected and left out. And I actually said it, like it's really a big thing. Like it has to be a really important friendship to me, so I speak up, because if not I would just let the person go and like hang out with other people. And I actually spoke up like I think 2 or 3 times, and nothing really changed. Like she tried, but it didn't really change.
Who is it?
No, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I can say it later, but
I can say it on camera.
Yeah. And then like I just let it go and made new friends, because like I ain't about that life. And actually right now I have pretty much a triangle constellation friendship, and it's going perfectly, and you know who I'm talking about.
And like I also know.
Yeah, like it's really the perfect friendship.
No, aren't you?
Yeah, we're actually 4, but most of the time we're 3, because there's one who always keeps shifting, and like she lives really far away.
She's a busy person.
Yeah,
I know who you are, Shasta. Keep your hustle on. I see you. We see you. They still love you though.
Yeah,
I hope.
No, I love you forever. You're also one of my best